Welcome back to Pirate Radio Broadcast. This is Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Peep, Amazing Bum, I'm Bobby Chang. Hey, Vato, Slandon Gomez, manning the drone. Alright, welcome to another week number 2, another game within week number 2. This time it's the New York Giants versus the former Houston Oilers, the Titans. Formerly the Houston Oilers. So let's look at the roster. We'll take a look at the throwback players. We got a lot of players from the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and maybe 1990s and 2000s. Y.A. Tittle. Oh my gosh. Y.A. Tittle, the legend of the gridiron. Mr. Football, the man who invented play-by-play, because you can't broadcast a Y.A. Tittle game without play-by-play. Y.A. Tittle. Colt McCoy, former Hook'em, Texas Longhorns. Hook'em, baby, Hook'em. Hell yeah. H.T. Baum, Texas Longhorn himself, quarterback. Here we have Colt McCoy. Hook'em, baby, Hook'em. Joe Danilo played with the Giants back in the day. Jerry Goldstein. Did they spell his name right? I presume maybe. Jerry Goldstein. I always thought there was a D in Goldstein. It sounds like a D, doesn't it? It sounds like an F. What? Go fishing. Don't take us there. Dave Jennings. He was a punter with the Giants back in the day. Well, now they got him as quarterback. I guess when you got Y.A. Tittle, you have to have a punter quarterback. Dave Jennings. Tom Blanchard. Former New York Giant, he was a punter, now as a quarterback. Norm Snead. I can't believe it's at the bottom of the bucket. Hey, they saved the best for the last. Norm Snead. Bookends. Y.A. Tittle. Norm Snead. Repeat after me. Norm Snead. Y.A. Tittle. Norm Snead. Norm Snead. Annoying. Rocky Thompson. Halfback for the New York Giants back in the day. Doug Kotar, another throwback player. Okay. All right. Wide receivers, Jimmy Robinson, who played with the Giants back in the day. Johnny Perkins. Emery Moorhead. Bob Grimm, former wide receiver for the Giants. Walker Gillette. Don Herman, who also played with the Saints. Okay. Tight ends, Al Dixon, former Giant. Bob Tucker. Okay. Jim Burt, left tackle. Dick Enderle, left guard. John Hicks. Bob Hyland, a name from the past. Greg Larson. The lovers of New York football. Remember, Bob Hyland and Greg Larson, the centers. Doug Van Horn, a guard. Jack Gregory, a defensive end. Defensive tackle, John Mendenhall. Rosie Greer. Oh my gosh, Rosie Greer. Who can forget Rosie Greer? Penn State, 6'5". Damn, son. Lawrence Taylor. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a monstrosity of a football game. Pat Hughes, linebacker. Jim Files, People who know their New York Giants history remember Jim Files. Middle linebackers, Harry Carson. Oh, oh, oh. I'm choking on my own greatness. I'm in the midst of greatness. Football greatness. Brad Van Pelt, a linebacker. Paul Guidry. Oh, oh, oh. The cornerbacks. Willie Williams. Pete Appus. Oh my gosh. Then we're coming into the safeties. Beasley Reese. Spider Lockhart. Oh my gosh. And this is just New York. We haven't even gotten over the turnpike to Jersey. Oh my gosh. Now let's go to the former Houston Oilers, the Titans. Oh my gosh. These are former Houston Oilers. Charlie Johnson, Dan Pastorini, Warren Moon, Lynn Dickey, who also played with the Green Bay Packers, Cliff Parsley, Steve McNair, Skip Butler, the halfbacks, Earl Campbell, oh my gosh, Ronnie Coleman, Paul Robinson, Tim Wilson, Vic Washington. These are former Houston Oilers. The wide receivers, Ken Borrow, Mac Alston, a tight end, Mike Barber, Dave Parks, Solomon Freelon, the guard, the center, Bill Curry, damn, Ron Saul. He also had a twin brother, Rich Saul, with the Redskins. We'll probably be seeing him later. Albert Drungo, the tackle. The defensive ends, Pat Holmes. Defensive tackle, Curly Culp. Mo Curly and... Yeah, whatever. Middle linebacker, Garland Boyette, former Houston Oiler. The cornerbacks, Willie Alexander, Ken Houston, also was a Washington Redskin, the safety. All right. And those are the former Houston Oilers, now the Titans. This is going to be intense, people. We can't break away from this. Hell no. No, we're gonna be there. We are there. All right. Let's get it on. Are you ready for some football? The clash of the Titans versus the New York Giants. Man, if you have ever smelled, this is the time to sniff the air. We are in the midst of greatness. New York Giant royalty. The former Houston Oilers, the Titans. The clash of giant men with dreams of glory, resurgent, throwback, in the name of throwback. And I'm glad to be here.
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. the Tennessee Titans taking on the New York Giants. By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New York Giants. Playing good, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belt. So they're trying to put some stuff down the field here today. Not only that, these coaches have to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. You got to check those shows at the end of the days. When you see the coaches in the preseason, jump all over their guys. I don't look at it less. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is. We go from Nashville. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Get this out to the 25-yard line as this one goes down here. And we get a glance here at the leader. He called the plays on its own. Aaron Troy there for this kid was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. Kind of found it interesting. But the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way. Now, one thing he said he's always working on, he's not bad at this, but his footwork always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here. What was so funny, the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork, love his footwork, so this guy is never satisfied. And his first look into the ankle. Tonight, the second week of the preseason, the Giants still throw a little bit more than they did in week 1. Makes it 7-10 at the 24-yard line. What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go around, because most of your opponents probably in style. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the hole. No mental mistakes. They're starting to look like a good offensive football team. Once again, they'll go for the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now this one comes to the down at the 49-yard line. John Black takes her in the Giants' territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The ball carried by number 32. Away at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Easily blocked and turned to the side. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mismatches direct your guys out of the backfield. The first drive, and that calls it almost I think so. It's everyone in the team. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward. And out here, and it's number 32. It brings up second and 5. They did put significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
There's built into the play call and the opportunity to run it inside, keeping himself to run it. Do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
First
Greg Josephson putting up the strong. But this is good. Score 7.
Here's the chance. Here's good. Takes it down the field.
Makes the score Titans 7.
Titans touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Giants take over the first down.
The Giants over 21-yard judge.
And it broke on the lead of this offense, and that's where we're seeing some signal third.
But this could be a lot of fun because if this game plan gets into effect early, we see some shots downfield. And then he talked to us about stretching the field. Start playing things upward, not just as receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that is the theme of the page in the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view it. We'll give one game plan. I think it's pretty obvious that
They're coming down with a jumbo package to start the drive. He gets us with just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
the ball carried by number 26.
Team is also going
He's brought down to the 39-yard
They had 3
line.
tight
A
ends
gain of
in
14.
that set, and they were really good
First
blocking for the
down,
run.
Giants.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for a flying back, and he's got it.
The pass
After getting this one
complete to number 26.
containing to just 4.
Bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset that we need. The discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may get some points in this game, so fantastic range.
yards. First down, Giants.
This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there. Turned it into a really nice game. So the big targets are already down the outskirts of the right side here for 1st and 10. The shotgun. And he was closing once again, they go for the 23-yard line. 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to Cleveland. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Number 26 is the ball carrier. Rashawn Nation tells you he took 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
I like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
Extra defensive back out there for the Titans now with the 3rd down. And he's got daylight. It's a full race.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball is shifting and moving, the bigger knee or higher part of the body hits the ground, the longer the conservatives are playing. To review the play, the line of field is reversed.
Opportunity to get back to level after the final return touchdown. 1st and goal. Going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach it.
Running back.
It's going to be
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Be good teammates right here. What I'm getting by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Good yardage on 1st down after they punch it in on 2nd and goal. Taking it away from the and the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And nothing special there. They showed that we're going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Look, the whole time, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Chandler 10-0, lining up for the extra point.
It's up and good. So
So these two
It
teams
is good.
here in the first quarter.
That ties the game at
They had a
7.
short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
We shall be right back. I did it my way. New York, New York, when you if I wasn't born there, I would have been born there. New York, New York. Okay, let's take a break. We'll be right back. This is HT Bump.